I'm on my way to Oban. I wasn't gonna film anything till I got there because filming in public is weird, especially when you're in a contained space like on a train. But it's snowing out there. It's snowing. So I'm in Oban, it's raining, of course it is. So apparently, where it was snowing, it wasn't as far north, but it was higher elevation because it was further inland, which is why it was snowing there and raining here. Anyway, I like this town. So I don't know how much there is to do here. It's just a day trip. I'm gonna go wander around. But like, look at how pretty it is. That might be the Isle of Mull. I'm not quite sure. No. You get boats to the Isle of Mull from here, and lots of other isles. I don't know. Somebody told me that there is a chocolate factory, so I'm going to try to find it, but they gave me directions while we were standing inside, and they pointed like I should know which way that we were facing while inside the building, so I don't know if I'm going the right way. I found this church. I don't know what it's called. It's a weird mix of new and old. Mostly new, I think. New for Scotland. I don't know. Also, I'm the only person here. And they slid open a door to get in there. Which I think is fine. But I'm leaving now. I found it! I had given up finding it because I was on the wrong street and I couldn't find it. And then I wandered down here and it was right here! It's closed though. Carry on, Laura. That plane is a Harvard. And I know because they used to fly over our lake. Like every Sunday or whatever day it was on the weekend, and I would know that sound anywhere. So that plane that you can no longer hear because too much traffic drove by, but Harvard, definitely a Harvard. That's all. Who knew I was so confident about planes? So I'm going to see what, not the hotel is, that's a hotel. I'm going to see what the building next to it is. Because it was there and I was walking along the water and I thought, why not? So that's where we're heading. But then I have to go back to, just back there is the train station because there was also a tourist information place there, and it turns out Oban is so small that I don't have any cell reception. Actually, I have reception, I can like text, but I can't use any of my data, which means I don't have to Google Maps, which means I have nothing. So I have to go find a map of Oban because I've got several hours and I would like to explore more than like this bay, because while it is lovely, I'm just afraid that if I let the train station out of my sight, I will never find it again. Is this just a church? Cathedral. Does that say cathedral? I think I'm going blind. Okay, does moisture affect anyone else's eyes? Because when it's like moist and like on the verge of raining or has rained, it's a lot harder for me to read stuff from far away. St. Columba's Cathedral. I shouldn't have to be that close to read that sign. Look at how close I am to that sign. Oh well. So there's a sign that says please use the side door, but the side door like doesn't look very welcoming. So I'm not going in the cathedral. It just doesn't feel like I'm supposed to. It feels like, oh, if you work here and you're supposed to be coming into the church, then by all means use the side door, but tourist, what are you doing here? Probably they're thinking it's February. Tourist, what are you doing in Oban? It's February. There is a house back there that is half cartoon. What is that about? I just walked past a woman who had one of those 3 across strollers. All 3 spaces were occupied, and there was another child who could not have been more than 3 walking next to her. And sweet Lord, I hope she's babysitting. I would love to go on a trip to see the local seal colony, but there's no next time because it's February. Alright, this is my map of Oban. Because it's February, she's like, there's not a lot going on, and I said, that's fair. And then she pointed out the chocolate factory, which we've already established is closed. Some nice water droplets. So yeah, she pointed out the chocolate factory, the distillery, a tower that I can go look at, and then a pub. That's it. That's all there is to do in Oban in February. Drink and eat chocolate and climb a hill. So we're going for climbing the hill because I'll eat before I get on my train. And that's all that I have left to do. Now, according to my interpretation of the map, I should have gone up that road to get to McCraig Tower. But I just passed a sign with a walking person on it saying that I should go this way. So I'm going to trust the sign instead of my own instincts. We'll see how it goes. At least I'm going up. That's the right direction for the tower. Hills. Out of breath already. There's upside down legs. This person is growing people. I feel like... What? Someone has knitted covers for a bunch of poles. I like Oban. Ooh, this is pretty. Look at this. All right, time to go exploring. Bye. This is McCraig's tower behind me. It's not really a tower. I mean, you have to climb to get to it, but then it's just 2 stories of a shell of a, I don't know what it is or why they built it. But then look at how pretty it is. What? With these nice posts that probably light up the tower at night, but, you know, mostly ruin the view during the day. I found a wild beast. He looks rather annoyed with me. Hey, kitty. Hi, how are you? Can't tell if it's tired or scowling at me. Oh, Mom, this bit is strictly for you. I had forgotten, but I convinced Letty to read it, so she knew and then told me when I said, it doesn't matter. In Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society, Oban is where Sydney's sister Sophie lives with her husband. So that's pretty cool. Now I just have to make it to Guernsey. So, quaint small town quirk. It seems to be relatively easy to find the names of each and every house, but I have yet to find a street sign, which makes an actual map and not a GPS with the blue dot on my phone kind of difficult to use. So I went to the distillery, and now I smell like whiskey. So I just went and had fish and chips. They were great, but now I'm back on this same street. I don't think it's me that smells like whiskey. I think it's the whole street. A church is for sale. A church with a blue door is for sale. Well, I had a lovely day in Oban. That's all. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for new videos every Tuesday and Friday. Bye. The room in the train station is very, very small, but it's warmer than out here, so I'm gonna go stand in there. But like, the seats are all metal. Why are the seats all metal? It's so cold.